seeing as I have been a faithful servant to the Borg, I have been rewarded with a modicum of certainty. So first of all, I would like to say that I did not intend to create a job that would actually be completed. That was an accident. I try to only complete failures. I try to only create failures. Completed job was an accident. Please don't hurt me. Now we're gonna make another funny, like, another parody program. After I ran one of these, which was, I think, I can't remember which one it was. Hold on. This one. I don't know if it came out after I ran the program. Yeah, it was this one. It was so funny. I ran this one. Let's see what it was. Circuit has an invalid format and cannot be displayed, which is really their way of saying, dude, this is some very, very high top secret shit. Because it spawned this whole ass motherfucking movie. So go watch this and you'll understand what the fuck I'm up to. Anyway, since there's a new platform being developed, I have to make sure I crash it. In a good way. It's like the opposite. It's just like how the fact that something actually ran and was completed, that's bad, right? Because whatever. Sorry, I have a lot of nose hairs. I'm trying to pull them out. They grow back incessantly. Anyway, it's a quantum joke. I don't know if you get it or not. If you think you get the joke, you probably don't. So let's see if we can still run... If we can still create and run programs, or if I am banned for completing a job properly. Platform, functions. I can't remember how to do this. Complete compute resources. Here we go. Wait, workloads. Compute resources. Let's look at our options here. I like the Tokyo one, but it looks like they might have even added some. Ooh, IBM Kawasaki. Online is Q paused though, however. We have 12. Looks like Tokyo's offline. Am I wrong? I don't see it. Sorry, I swear I'm not picking my nose. I just have these annoying nose hairs. I would let you know if I was picking my nose. If need be. So, which ones we have? We have online. Kingston, A.A. Chen, Fez, Marrakesh, Torino, Sherbrooke, Brisbane, Brussels, Strasbourg, and Rensselaer. Functions, chemistry, circuit functions. These are just dashboard. All right, I have to figure out. I can't remember. Do I have to? What does instant QB use? So instant. All right, so these are our options for today. Looks like. Let's look at this also. Testing your code before running it. Migrate from cloud simulators to local. I mean, I really do just want to run it on the simulator, because what I'm doing is I'm using my own quantum computer, which is my brain, to figure out exactly which quantum resolution needs to occur. And the reason it's going to work is because I'm not operating on the predetermined tutorial rule sets. What I'm doing is I'm filling a quantum void. It's called intentional randomosity. I'm using formats that are intentionally random. It's called true random because I'm actually using a format to make sure that it's random. So let's try, yeah, I think these ones have locks on them. So I think we're either going to go Brisbane or Shearbrook. Let's try Brisbane first. Wait, let me see what qubits, 127 clops, 150. We need less, not more. I-47, yep. Wait, no, I-95, actually. I'm sorry. We need this one. Let's see. I actually can't complete this job that I'm doing if I train myself properly, quote unquote properly, because then I'll be like, oh, but it's supposed to be this way, and therefore I can't break that rule or else it won't work. I'm not trying to make it work. I'm trying to solve a problem. That's different from making something work. Making something, you might think solving a problem and making something work are the same thing, and in some case it is. It's like, if the job that I've been given is take the apple and put it on the desk, but the actual problem is that I'm hungry and I need to eat the apple, well then I might fail the job by eating the apple, but I've solved the problem. Do you see what I'm saying? I didn't make it work. I didn't make the system that asked me, it gave me these resources and it said, great, now put the apple on the desk and that's how this works. Except I need to work too, so I need to eat that motherfucking apple. And that's what I'm doing, essentially, with these things. As long as I'm going to be able to run it, like I said, it just so happens that one of the times that I ran a script, me eating the apple was actually the task that they gave me, and I wasn't paying attention, and it just so happened to complete. And this is putting that information on my computer. It's now stored in bits, which are going to quantum entangle with me because I have an intention. And so therefore I don't need to read it right now because once again, that would hinder my process as opposed to help right now. Although actually, I feel like checking on some of it because nothing wrong with a little hindrance as long as I still complete it. Might even enrich the experience. That's just the same thing. Never mind. It's all good. But I have to access the playground, and I don't know if they're still allowing platform job resources. Yeah, where's the, Is this why we're migrating? All right, let's see if this is why this is happening. Migration. This is the new one. Sign in. Yeah, I think I have to use the new platform. Okay, cool. We're on the new platform. Let's see what they've got to say. Replatforming means there are new ways to access and manage your account resources. Sounds good to me. Let's see. To view high-level updates. So I guess this is the result of the one that actually worked. Accounts, region, resource, visibility. Wait, are they going to show me? Can they show me what? Because it actually worked. Can they show me the one that worked? Ah, okay, so this is the code I ran. I ran it in Kyoto. That's a good sign. I've been to Kyoto, by the way. I earned my right to use this. So we ended up with a 0 and a 1. Straight up, bitch. Although the 1 was more frequent. That means I resolved a qubit into a true state. I created the world. I am God. Apparently I caused a Q-gasm. But anyway, this is the format that I ran. What the hell? Okay. Let's see the bugs. You confirm Q scan. Service, IBM Quantum, service job, blah, blah, blah. Job result equals job result. Hell yes. That's a very simple script. Anyway, this, just reiterating, this is what I created. And that's what I ran. Apparently. Although, Is that how that is? That looks like way more of these things than I meant to use. I usually don't like being so redundant. But I guess maybe I did. I don't know. There's more to this, isn't there? Yeah. Okay, wait. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. What the fuck? Why did it just disappear like that? I'm the one who made it. How is it yours? I made it. It's ours. You ran it on our blah, blah, blah. I don't know, fam. I don't know about this. This seems sus. I don't think I would make anything that works, to be honest with you. Someone else must have made this one. This must be or maybe someone used my account to run this. Or maybe somehow the ones that I made that didn't work, maybe they somehow created a quantum portal and God was just like, you know what, fuck this, and just made this for me instead. I don't know what to tell you. I honestly don't know how that happened. But no, I clearly labeled it. I clearly made this one because I labeled it. See? Start Chrome Hearts Omega Divine. I clearly fucking created this one. I just don't remember creating such an extensive script. I don't even think I had that much space in my script writing. This must be the outcome of what I wrote. What is it called? Circuit diagram. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I could have sworn I wrote a more simple script than that. But maybe I wrote a condensed... Maybe it's like when you write a function and it includes not a factorial, what's it called? Damn, I don't even remember enough of my fucking schooling to tell you what I'm talking about. It's like in algebra when you have parentheses, but they expand through the parentheses quantum function. Oops, I did it again. Okay, so anyway, now that we've examined that, let's go to this, which is the new platform, accounts, regions, and resource visibility. Okay, looks like you can look at more stuff more easily. Workloads from other users with the same instance. That's kind of cool. Peer review. Navigating to other apps and pages is now probably easier, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, they hired someone or something to do the UI design. Creating and managing instances. Or it's magic. It could just be magic. Creating and managing instances. Can you believe I wrote something that worked? My bad. Managing users. I am tool. No, that's definitely me. I definitely did that. Qiskit. Get started with Qiskit. It reminds me of like esketamine, like esketamine. I have a quarter dose to take today. So why don't I dose up and then we'll get started. Well, first let me... Wait, I have to create an API key, don't I? Let me dose up after I make sure I have everything set up so I don't get lost. And then I'll write a script. Welcome to upgraded platform. Take a quick tour. Okay, we just did that. Account instances, create API key. All right, I need to back this file up immediately. Hold on. I don't always remember what I've done or how I've done it, but I do have a process. And that process is fairly static. It's dynamic, but it's also fairly static. And that is how I accomplish these things, because half the time I don't remember what the fuck I did. Are you kidding me? Do you know how many times I hit my head or like acquire like a brain disease? And I often recover from these issues, but many times brain cells are lost. And that's why it's important to develop a process and not just rely on route memorization. It's just like with my piano practice. I've forgotten so many songs. I've basically even forgotten how to play piano. But through the process of being able to figure it out again, I can gain back my ability and even learn new things and perform new things. Upgraded platform. We created an API key. Let's see if we can create an instance. Don't have any instances yet. Okay, let's see. This is my account. Search East US, that's fine. Frankfurt is available as well. Sign out, early access. Workloads. Still no instances. Compute resources, function learning, compute resources. View all available resources. All right, Kingston. Yeah, same. Sure. Let's try this one, actually. It's the same. Now, how do I get to creating... I don't remember how to create a workload. Dashboard. Functions. This one, I think. I think that's what I need. Not available for OpenPlan. Interesting. What is available for OpenPlan? Building workflows of IB. So wait, did I graduate? Is that what that means? So I created a working quantum circuit and I no longer have to do this and it's not even available to me unless I pay money? Is that what this is, or can I do a new one? You might be looking at me right now like, how are you so smart and yet so stupid? You can't even figure out how to create a new workload. I'm telling you, I swear, I could have sworn, and I thought that it was a lot easier to just develop one of these quantum functions previously. However, wait, isn't this? Yeah, this is the new one. Yeah, I think, wait, how is this? I could have sworn I was just on the new platform as well. Look at that. I was on the new platform and now suddenly I'm not. Let me get back to it. Right? Okay, or not. Okay, this is the platform. Right, okay. No, this is just more information. All right, but let's read it. Create, map the problem, quantum native format. Let's see. Before install, install and setup instructions? Oh, to install IBM Cloud. Quantum Classic if you need, previous version. Install and setup. This is new. I don't remember doing this before. Install Python, Windows. Why are you making me do this? Do I have to do this? I have to put my brain into a whole different fucking functional arrangement in order to accomplish this. Let's see if I have to do this or not. Because I used to just be able to use building blocks and do it like this. If I have to do all that, I'm not going to do it right now. Because I wasn't expecting to have to do all that. Yeah, this is what I was doing before. It's just this one. I'm pretty sure. Is it not? This is a little bit different. Well, I was expecting to be able to create a new circuit and run it like I did in the past. But I guess that somehow I've been locked out of that function. I'm guessing this is another instance of someone assuming that I copied or stole someone else's work and therefore was banned. Because this was happening to me in Call of Duty too. And the problem is it's always a shadow ban because there's just an assumption made with no real evidence. People just go, well, he couldn't have done this on his own. And it does look like we have an availability for an SDK, etc. Except I pulled myself out of this dev mines. Like, specifically, this is the sort of stuff at this level which I have basically eliminated from my process, this part of the dev process, just to focus on the quantum circuit development so that I don't have to build the actual infrastructure. And it was already available. I already had a way to play with this stuff like this, and yet somehow now it's not available to me. Or I just don't see it. Maybe I just don't see it, and it's somewhere around here and I just don't see it. This is not an upgrade to me because I now cannot do the one thing that I was doing on the old platform, I can now not do it on this platform. And if you want to say I can do it, but that there's just extra steps now, that's still not an upgrade to me because I had something that I liked doing and now I can't do it. I guess technically if I take a step back and I allow for the possibility that there is an improvement here, it's simply that I already completed the part of the process that I needed to, and the next level requires me to be a little bit more involved in this process, and that is being optimistic. And what I'm worried about is that I created something that is being very lucrative for certain people, and that they are trying to make sure that I somehow can't access the platform in the same way so that they can continue making money without me interfering. That's the pessimistic worry. It's like, what if I created a quantum key that works and all of this was just an experiment to see if they could get someone to create one that they could then use, and then they could say good riddance. That's what I'm worried about. But that's why I do these things the way I do them, because the only thing that is lacking here is the fact that I now can't do it again, which is foolish. If that's actually what's going on, it's foolish not to let me do it again, because then you could have 2 quantum circuits that work. Now, of course, is that potentially egocentric? It is potentially egocentric, considering that you may or may not have other people who have created functioning quantum circuits, but I don't have direct proof that that's the case. All I have is the fact that I was playing on this quantum playground, just like I used to play in Pandora Bots. I used to play on their quantum playground. I had a number of failures, quote unquote, but I was happy. And then I have one reported success, and now, since there was a reported success, I can't do it anymore, and that's confusing to me. Without potentially having to do all this other stuff. Hello World, API, SDK API, etc. Which, once again, I'm not going to go ahead and make the assumption that this is inherently worse. I'm just commenting from various perspectives that I have on my perception of what's going on. And if I can just bring my brain back into that level-headed space where I can then follow these instructions needed to continue participating, then I think that it potentially may be an improvement. But first, I had to voice my concerns and comment on my immediate feeling, which is, hey, why is this more complicated than before if it's an upgrade? Why is the function, the one thing that I was doing, why is it now not accessible to me? And why is it only potentially accessible to me through something more complicated? Anyway, that's just my thoughts. I'm not gonna get my panties in a bunch about it right now, but I'm also not gonna frag my brain about it right now because I wasn't expecting to have to do like command prompt stuff today. So we're just gonna pause on that before I have an aneurysm.